Hello, hello. Welcome, one and all. Welcome to my stream. I am Paladin Ashe here to stream for you again. And today, purely on a whim, I decided to start up a not solo, a stream playthrough of No Man's Sky. I already have played this game before, so I'm not completely new to it, but it's been about a year since I played it last. So this is me getting back into it proper with a fresh start, though I won't be getting rid of my off-stream one. I like to play games off-stream, but I don't want to progress a stream file off-stream. So let's get into it. Nah, I'm here for a fun time. Wonder where it's gonna place me relative to where I am in the base game or in my other file.
Commencing Atlas system suit initialization. Life support systems activated.
What a shitty world to be on.
System online.
My first time being on a toxic world as a start. This was one of those games where, like, the times that I tried to start it were
Aerial propulsion jetpack online.
difficult. So it's like it left you with very little direction, and I was basically like, I don't have the patience for this right now.
Operational. User initialization sequence complete.
Okay, now get that out of my face. No visor, so
Toxic protection falling.
I need ferrite dust. Okay. Ferrite dust, so that's really any rock. Yeah, okay. Get that out of my face. That's carbon. I'll take carbon. May as well take carbon. May as well take just about anything. I appreciate the loot in this game. The way it just goes into your inventory. Okay, there we go. Ferrite dust. Okay.
Component repaired.
Component repaired. I wonder if memory serves, you can change the I swear you can change the voice of the voiceover person.
Technology recharged.
Sodium. Nah. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Tumblyweeds. I always forget about the quick menu.
Technology
There we go. Need.
Signal detected.
Yeah. In that direction. Is that uranium? Oh, that's ammonia. That makes sense. This is an ammonia planet. Or would have ammonia on it. Ooh. Alioish, may. The stone resonates, producing a sound that fills my mind. A vision begins to take shape. I see two large aliens locked in combat. Eventually, one triumphs, leaving their victim to bleed to death. With the last of their strength, the vanquished alien gestures towards me. The name Vy'keen floats into my vision, an echo of the strange vision I just experienced. A word in this alien tongue is seared into my brain. This is one of those games where, like, the collectible aspect, I don't mind so much because it does work towards something. Like, collecting words in a language allows you to interact with the people of this setting. So the Vy'keen, for example. The Vy'keen are a wood. The Cordovacs are a wood, too. And so are the Gek. A lot of woods in this game. But the kind of border on hear me outs. Yeah. I'll grab that nah on the way. This game genuinely is basically what Starfield should have been. Ah.
Technology recharged.
Need oxygen. I think that just comes from plants, if memory serves. That's a ways away. Ooh.
Toxic protection falling.
Interloper. If memory serves, that's their word for basically virtually everybody. One sec. Would you believe I've already got this super duper low? Yay, nanny tays. This is a deep, deep depression. Scenario. Iteration. Series of numbers deleted. Boundary separation failure likely. Vessel 16 emptied. Cause? Sentinel intervention. Deliberate transfer. Analysis. Fresh iteration generated. Anomaly containment prepared. Broadcast. Traveler anomaly detected. Anomaly is compliant. Position logged. System integrity scan initialized. The thing that really does set this apart from, say, like Starfield is that No Man's Sky, of course, after 10 years, has a lot to fucking do. Most of it, I couldn't even begin to start doing for any, like, to any real extent in one stream. Iterations, series of numbers, 4924G. I wonder if that's like an actual number that increases with player count. Atlas connection. Intermittent. Launch thrusters. Offline. Pulse engine. Offline. I find myself alone on a strange world. Unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here. No sense of a before. But this ship at least seems to recognize me. The controls react to my touch, or at least to that of my exosuit. I am not dead yet, and this ship is a lifeline out to the stars. Read log. Log 4925A. Unavailable. Substituting data. Exosuit. Connected. Suggestion. Pilot should perform maintenance. Select desired path. Repair path. Hermetic seal and metal plating.
Component repaired.
That might be why I changed the name before. That is like if you took the sound of a printer, fucking, and feminized it and made it a woman. Need pure ferrite. Gonna have to construct a... Okay. I need to create something.
Toxic protection falling.
Collect more ferrite. Okay. Do kind of wish that it wasn't in this defile here. Yeah, okay, that's how it went. I need the metal plate for that. Okay.
Technology recharge.
I mean, it is what it is. There's going to be a lot of this, especially in this early period where I kind of have to do everything myself. It's going to be a while before I've got like refiners on multiple planets and bases on multiple planets. I'll have to make a point of doing that promptly. That's what I need.
Technology recharge.
I appreciate that that is going through faster. Doop-de-doo. Go faster, Pokey! Okay. How dare you? Sorry, bot, my beloved.
Component repaired.
Okay, that's repaired.
Technology repaired.
Next, I need a hermetic seal and... Where am I gonna get a hermetic seal? Okay. Need more ferrite dust. And carbon. I will take all the sodium. Yeah, in this game, fully expect me to go module hunting for a real long time.
Component repaired.
Board and consult ship diagnostics. Iteration 4924, functional. Starship critically damaged, vital ingredients missing. Unable to synthesize required components. Pulse engine requires hermetic seal. Request assistance. Iteration comparison reveals hermetic seal nearby salvage planetary chart from distress beacon cache. Let's see. Okay. I peer inside the beacon's housing, as well as its distressed broadcast unit. It contains a planetary chart.
Alert. Navigational data received.
want to say I have the means to take off at this point, but I don't have the means to exit the planet's orbit. I mean, theoretically I could, but this game's universe is a massive thing. Okay, I can't. Okay. I am hoofing it. Not the worst walk, but not the best.
Toxic protection falling. Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Oh, that ain't good. On the plus side, I collected a bunch of sodium back there, so that should help. Is there oxygen in the way? More sodium. More sodium. I'm seeing no caves to take shelter in.
Toxic protection falling. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
More oxygen over there.
Toxic protection falling.
I'll take the jade peas. Like little oases. A crab, see?
Toxic protection falling.
Let me in, let me in.
Toxic protection stabilizing. Units received.
Oddly cozy.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
I want to live in a hab unit on a colony planet. Don't tell Bo that. Logs corrupted. Entry 4924 follows. No one making this recording in case leaving behind in the fabricator might be of some use. Visor damaged. Can't find ship. The log finishes and the machine whirs to life, spitting out supplies. I have the hermetic seal I need to repair my ship. Whoever it was that led me here, whoever left this message, perhaps they found themselves in the same situation as I do now. No one making this recording, leaving behind. Did I just get like 2 of those? Yeah, I got 2 of those. I don't think that was by design. Yay, navigation data. I wonder if these planets can ever dump you on one, or this game can ever dump you on a planet that has hostile life forms. Because I got no gun, but I could always run. I suspect it's possible if I played on a higher difficulty.
Toxic protection falling.
Am I going the right way? I feel like I'm going the right way, but the problem is my thing has decided not to tell me where I'm going. Oh. Make nanotubes. Okay.
Technology installed.
It was being awfully dense back there. Gotta put these in.
Technology installed. Technology installed. Units received.
Yeah, for those who've never played this game before, you can make it swift currency off of scanning things.
Units received.
As it stands, if you acquire certain implants,
Units received.
let's see, analyze for rewards. Locate ship. Oh, it's over there. If you acquire certain implants, generally pretty easily findable on some decent star space stations, you can jack up the rewards. You just gotta keep an eye out for them.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
I'll take a bit of that.
received. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
I'm gonna dare to be dangerous.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
Oh shit!
Nearby toxins detected.
Ow! The amount of combinations this game has for like planets and the life that can appear on them is actually pretty stellar, considering the fact that in the general sense, yes, there is an upper limit, but at the same time,
Units received.
there's enough variety that you often kind of find yourself still finding new things even well into the game.
Toxic protection falling.
There's my defile.
Units received. Units received.
The smell of paint and stain is getting pretty strong. I've got some guys here who've been touching up paint on the house and staining my deck for the bulk of the day. They do good work, but you know, I can smell it from in here, which is not to be not unexpected. I'm in a well-ventilated area, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Repaired.
Okay. Did I not just repair it?
Technology recharge.
The Euclid system, May Sky system. Incoming transmission. Source 4925B. Please identify yourself. Identify self. You are not, because it's alone. Follow the broadcast ends as strangely as it began. The final piece of the signal appears to be a set of planetary coordinates.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Oh no, I'll have to be like flying through space for like days and days. And Paradise Planet, copper paraffinium salt. Yeah. Yeah, about that whole days and days thing, I lied. A Paradise Planet is not a bad choice to put down roots. I'll inevitably have to make myself a base, and well, this seems like the one I want to make it on. That would be under discoveries. This is a Paradise Planet, has frequent sentinels, which is not that big of a deal. I thought they were more scary than they were originally, but they don't really bother you short of any particular thing. Developing. So the economy is research-based and developing, and it's not bad. Um... Let's call it matrimony. Let's call you... Let's call this Ashlands 1. Okay.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
The faintly singing trees. Okay.
Units received.
Ugh. Itchy.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
One sec. Okay. My Ring doorbell was giving me a lot of business, but not surprising. They're working on my front porch.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
Gonna have to mute. My mom is calling me.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
Sorry about that. Not the best time to receive a call from my mother, but it is important information, and I'll have to call her back after this. The coding 16, 16, 16. Entry 4925, no fuel in, failed to reach station, hazard protection low. No choice but to underground, deployed base computer. As well as the log entry, the signal contains plans for base computer and terrain manipulator. Yay.
Technology installed.
Yes, I'm aware. That's some carbon.
Units received. Units received.
Right, need advanced laser. Well, I didn't get all that stuff.
Units received.
Gather copper. There it is. That's some distance. Kind of cute. It's a little beetle thing.
Units received.
Of course, it's out in the water. Do. May as well mine out the entire vein.
Units received.
Can always use salt.
Life support power low.
No, I should get used to using that menu. Oh yeah. Phosphorescent beaches. I'm settling down roots on this planet. I just need a nice flat open area.
Technology recharge.
Chromatic metal. Oh. Okay. This is reasonably good, but maybe on top of here. Ugly as it may be, I can flatten it. Why does it suddenly smell like fried foods at the fair? Okay.
Technology recharge.
Okay. I think that's reasonable. Universal Archive reveals no prior claim to the site. Sonar test. If memory serves, they give you quite a bit of land to work with.
Base computer online.
Now, if only the things like geothermal power were located in like regions near to like high tier mining nodes. Ugh. Okay. Interact with the base computer. Access log from previous user. 4925 follows. Storm sweeps across, but construction supplies low. Depositing shelter plans while need to extract plans. Yay, timber. Right, carbon. I'm gonna want to go off and get more carbon.
Technology recharge.
When it comes to base building supplies, you always think you have more than you do.
Units received. Weather warning. Incoming storm. Base computer online.
Oh, come on. I need ferrite dust.
Thermal protection falling.
Well, then. Yeah. Guess I'm hiding away from the storm here. I mean, I guess I don't need to. Also, hey, Lopside. Yeah, I guess I don't need to because it's a variable protection, but still. No, yeah, actually, my resistances are not that high right now. I don't want to have to waste the resources keeping myself alive. So how you doing, Lopside? True, true.
Technology recharge.
What's around me? That's off in the distance. That's pretty... that's pretty close. Crystal sulfide. Isekai Zero a lot. What's Isekai Zero?
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Create your own adventure story using AI. Oh, okay. I've seen some of those. Some of the Korean artists that I follow upload on Zetai.
Extreme
Oh!
damage detected.
Did not need to immediately run into one of those. It's like same thing, sort of like it has a chatbot version, but it also has like a version that's entirely based around like an AI story progression thing. Those things are fun. Where's the hole I came out of?
received.
I haven't really done much beyond the one website I tend to go to because it's a premium one, and I'm kind of invested in that one, especially when you just roll with the story as it goes along while staying with in a character. When I have a wife and 3 kids and a 4th on the way after I spent weeks helping her through her familiar trauma. The biggest problem I have with a lot of those things is not a problem with them in per se. It's I'm way too hands-on. I'll be like, I have an aim, and then the bot will be like, your aim is lame, and I'll be like, I didn't fucking ask. Give me that sweet, sweet ferrite dust. I need a lot of it. Actually. Okay. Let's not waste time, grinding up rocks for pittance of ferrite dust. I believe it was. Where is it? Where are you? There you are. Briefly forgot how to do that. I'll take control if I need certain beats for drama, like on the character I said tries to deny her love, but the story basically was going that way after that. It was normal. I've never forced an interaction between me and her until then.
Technology.
Yeah, some bots you kind of gotta be a little bit like handsy with to get them to like actually start doing the thing that you want them to do. Not always, but still, it can be a bit frustrating at times. It's funny. So I've talked to my eldest sister a lot about AI chat bots. And it led to her getting invested in a bunch of them. Which is good, but it is still amusing to have a one of us moment. Okay, edit apart. Delete. Okay, that's what I wanted. I only did that for the drama. Me and her were in an underground cave only we could access, meaning while we were planning a war, and I wanted a happy moment because she was slipping back into the cold commando. Oh, perfectly reasonable. I have this one right now on Crush On where it's like a really autistic dude. Not like autistic, but may as well be. He's in like in college in organic chemistry, and he's extremely antisocial. And it's like this like lengthy intro about him coming home from like having a rather like piss poor day of him like his nose to the grinder trying to synthesize like a molecule and having it not really work out, and then he gets back to the apartment and proceeds to take out all his fucking anger on my character who's just vibing. And my character's just like trying really hard to de-escalate the situation, just be a chill dude, and ends up being like, you know what, screw you. You know, I've met people like you. You know, you treat them like shit and then blame them for their own shit. And then basically like slammed a door in his face. He felt mad sad about that afterwards. Okay, there we go. I'm going to need more carbon. Do I have anything on me that can grind into carbon? No. Yeah, oxygen's a pain to, you know, get under wraps as well. Facium? No, that's mordate. Oh, because facium is basically feces. Yeah, like, this isn't my... You see the number of shoot up like a rocket, but it's a lie. Yeah. Like, you'll be like, oh, I've got a lot. I've got like 300 on me. Okay. But each of these rooms requires 10 carbon and 10 oxygen, or 10 carbon and 10 ferrite. Yeah, which means that technically you only have enough for like so many. Delete. Buildable ornament. No, don't clip over there. Whatever. Get into place. Get into place. Get into place. Okay, no, stop doing that. What? Why are you doing that? Okay. Let's move you. Over here. Yeah, this isn't my first time playing this game, but last time I played, like, with any real severity was last year, so this is very much a refresher. But I'm going to beeline for the technology that allows me to put down miners and solar panels and all that good stuff that rounds out the very easily accessed resources because I don't like having to on the fly go and harvest them. After that, I just have to round out some of the more annoying stuff. Harvesting in space is fun enough, but like, I don't know, past a certain point, I'm just like, monotonous. Can't do this anymore. And then I'll look in my inventory and I'll have like, you know, basically the equivalent of a fistful of lints worth of like the trading frigates. Yeah, I'm gonna get into that promptly. You need those. Absolutely need those. Extra storage. So much extra storage. And you can summon it everywhere. Construction largely a success. Recovered salvage data from nearby. Plans, log scans indicate additional subterranean devices. Beginner search and a free start system jump. Whoever recorded these logs evidently had some success. It's like, I will say one thing that like that makes this game so daunting is that a lot of the content is kind of just like thrown at you, but a lot of the content is still good. It does that kind of thing that a lot of free-to-play MMOs do, where like they'll pepper you with like a bunch of the stuff from the outset, which can be intimidating. Like Black Desert Online has like a million you know, items in your UI. Teso does it as well. And it's like so much information that when I back when I was playing Teso, it took me ages to realize how the market system even functioned. Whoever recorded these, but evidently had some success. I have access to their plans and perhaps I can learn from their efforts. Okay. Blueprint recorder catalog. I need... Do I need? Magnetized ferrite. I've learned quite a bit of each three language, but I think Gek in my main play is the least learned. Viking and Korvax are the most learned. Most of the conversations with Viking seem to be translatable. Okay, get in there. That's pure ferrite. I need magnetized ferrite. There we are. How much do I need? Not that much, so... This is also definitely one of those games where Viking and Gex, I know everything, and Korvax, I know maybe 40%. Yeah. This is definitely one of those games where, like a lot of open world games pepper the world with, like, a lot of collectibles, and they don't really do a whole lot. Like, okay, sure, you can do a whole bunch of the Merlin trials in Hogwarts Legacy, but, like... I want to say the aim of that is ultimately to collect them all. I can't remember what the rewards were. Actually, no, now I remember. The rewards were in, like, the little, like, journal thing. I don't know. It just felt like a lot of stuff for a lot of stuff, whereas this game, a lot of the stuff you find is beneficial in the immediate. Analysis unit. Diagnostic suggestion. Users should recover salvaged data from buried technology. Equip and utilize an analysis visor. Okay. Okay, well, that's probably going to be the one that I want the first. Actually, wait. Yeah, definitely the first one. Looks are all well and dandy, but I really do need the technology first, so. Where? Debris. Oh, there. That's a long ways away. Is there one closer? You've been playing as a merchant? Do you mean like going from system to system and playing the market? I've done that a bit here and there. The market really is kind of easy to make money off of, considering, like, I want to say if you find an outpost in an area where, like, a resource is either, like, sold and at a low price, you're going to find it at, like, the lowest price or highest price possible. And you can often find those resources in plenty in other systems. Okay, okay, I get it, I get it. Oxygen. But yeah, like, this game very much benefits you for exploring around and taking a look at what's out there, even if you're not really doing a whole lot on a given planet. Like in my previous play, when I realized that I really needed a lot of resources and they were easiest got by mining through base building, I was like, okay, I'm gonna find resources, a planet for every resource, and find like a high ranked thing for every resource. Okay. Now there's one system that wants silver, another system that wants gold, and a system that wants uranium. Each are one jump from each other. All three are accessible from each other, and each has tons of the other resource. Yeah, that sounds like it's a lot of money. I'll accept free nanites. Oh!
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Where were they? Don't be so far away. I wish to scan you. Where are they?
Units received.
Rain Teutonica. Rain Teutonica. That's my base.
Thermal protection falling.
Paradise Planet, my ass. Like boiling rain. Actually, wait, boiling rain. I'm just trying to think of how the pressure would be on a world like this. Because that would imply that the evaporation point of water is much higher than it should be on this planet, at least during these times. What am I looking at?
Thermal protection falling.
Yeah, no.
Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling.
I should get in my ship and fly about. Ah! We'll go for that knowledge stone.
Thermal protection falling. Weather update.
Ow! Ow!
Storm clearing. Technology recharging.
You know, if this were real life, I'd be concerned. But it's not, so I won't be. It's like one of those, like, Jurassic Park moments where you're like,
Inventory full.
why are they running? I need a nutrient processor. Cooking was something I never really got into in this game. Too many ingredients. I already have to keep track of what combines into what at the refiner. Subterranean organic. Sentient plant. Do I already have that one? Probably do. You learned 5 words. I thought it was going to be another you ran a long distance, fatty. Oh, to be a colonist in a far-reaching galaxy. Oh. Wish I could tag more than one thing, but I can see that. I can't see the other thing under the ground. Yay, I know the Viking word for death. Which is convenient because it's the most popular word in their language other than war and battle. Oh, oh. Tasty, tasty. I've learned the word for I and you. Now all I need is O, and I can go around being like, hey Viking, here's my IOU. Give stuff. I got immediately distracted from that. But conveniently, I just remembered that these things tend to appear beneath stuff. Not here. Well, that's stuff underground. Okay, I've got that marked. Okay, actually, yes. They do appear beneath stuff. And outposts typically have like 2.
No free slots in suit inventory.
Ugh. Okay, I don't have a gun that uses this, so... Get gone. Free nanites.
Units received.
Something, something. What are they running from? Why is it so silent? Blah, blah, blah. The universe is bigger than you are. Natural horror goes here, or whatever that would be called. Hmm. I should threaten Bo with a place farther than the universe.
Technology recharge.
I mean, from what I've heard, it's a good anime. I've never watched it, but it pokes at his emotional buttons, and I'm evil like that.
Inventory full.
Buried cache. Okay. I'm getting rid of the Fecium. Species record Meltsinema. Free nanites. Never had one of those pop in before. Place for the
Units received.
Okay. Probably further down in the cave. I'm seeing no cave. There's apparently a sapient plant in front of me. Well, this is way too far down, and I'm seeing nothing. Go away. Should you beat some schmucks to I Need a Hero? Yes. Yes, you should. 100%.
Units received.
Leaf Juria. One thing I love about this game is that virtually everything that you discover on a planet that you've discovered, you can rename. Well, I've discovered very basic words that are necessary to form a conversational sentence. Death UI and... At least in the Vrykeen language. Good old Die Curd Finnegan 3. Oh, I renamed the planet I started on because it was a toxic, atmosphere planet to Toxic First 1, and then renamed this Paradise World Matrimony because I'm just gonna because I'm putting down my roots here. I'll have to see what the other worlds have to offer. I want to say this solar system has... Actually, I can look that one up. Discoveries. There are 2 other planets. I have not scanned them, but that looks like it's got water on it. And so does this one. I landed on a world of nickel, so much goddamn nickel, so I called my planet Lincoln. I kind of hope the Normandy's still in the game because I want to acquire that. They put it in a collab some time ago, a Mass Effect one, and put the Normandy in the game, and I'm just like, I should get that. But it was a while ago, and I'm like, I hope that wasn't timed because, genuinely speaking, I wasn't playing this game at the time. Periodically I'll get with games like this where I'll be like, okay, I'm playing this to the point of addiction. It's time to stop and actively put myself off of it. Which I'd like to say was me in Pal World, but the reason why I am doing that with Pal World is because all of my investment is into a buddy's server. And the server's architecture is so fucking shit that, like, I'll play for maybe like an hour and then it will punt me out and be like, you can no longer connect to the server. I don't have to ask him to fucking reset it, and he'll be like, okay, which is fine, but I don't like having to bother him with it. And if it's in like the later hours of the evening, he's asleep because he's on the East Coast. It's so fucking miserable. And the thing is, I'm like, in the world tree, I am a cunt hair from going off and fighting the final boss. All I really need to do is put together what I consider an ideal team for taking on the boss. It was funny because, like, I initially created one that was completely contingent on an enchanted Terraria sword. And then it was like, that's actually a bad idea because I put all my eggs into one basket, and also neutral types are weak against basically everything and strong against nothing. It is a pretty sweet sword, though. I named it Heaven's Tooth. It's maxed out. It's got so many things on it. Dead as Disco? What's Dead as Disco? I ask this before the ad break starts, and I get, you get, like, blocked out from what I'm saying.
Technology recharge. Inventory full.
I don't have the inventory space for that kind of shit. It's a beat 'em up game set to music. Basically, it's a rhythm game where you dance your fool skulls to dust. Currently making a YouTube video. I'll have to answer that when the ads go away. Nice. So is that done in 30 seconds or already done and only were 30 seconds? Yay, welcome back. So you're making a YouTube video op for Deadest Disco, which is a beat 'em up done to rhythm music. That's pretty cool. I'm honestly awful at rhythm-based stuff. My sister really tried to get me into the DDR as a kid. I just could not, because like we even had the dance pad and it was so intrinsically awkward because I was also like currently in summer outfit kicking the ass of fools. Nice. Again, I was like on a medication at the time that basically like removed my ability to be satiated by food. So I was constantly eating. I went from a 60-pound like, yo, nine-year-old or 80-pound 9-year-old to about like 60 pounds heavier in a short span of time. And my doctor at the time was not helpful to my mother. But anyways, like the point of that is I was hitting that point where my body felt intrinsically awkward. And my sister's like, oh, we're gonna play DDR. And I'm like, tries to play it. Feels awkward just doing basic movements. She always did have a tendency to be like autistically hyperfixating on why am I digging through the world like this? This is taking forever. I thought I was closer to it. Son of a bitch. But yeah, fucking she got into things like not Persona, Phantasy Star Online for the GameCube. She was really into that, but I was just flat out not, because was the driest RPG experience in my opinion. And she's all like, why didn't you play much? It's like, I didn't like it. I think I've got plenty enough to go back to the thing. Okay, let's see. Bit of a waste of whatever it's called, deuterium or whatever. But if I walk back, it'll be ages. Never mind. Getting there. Gonna have to dihydrogen and metal plating. Dihydrogen, it's pretty common enough. Humbling experience, being all like, oh, wow, I'm not that far away from where I started. Okay. I also need power for that. Like that. How many do I got on me? Plenty. Okay.
received.
Absolutely buying this promptly, but I won't be able to build it for a bit because I don't got gold, and that's up in, I think, the stars.
Item received.
Signal booster. Scanner that detects nearby buildings can decrypt navigation data to pinpoint specific locations. I've never really used the signal booster. Let's see, 3, 4, 5.
Item received. Item received. Item received.
There we go. I need carbon nanotubes, plating, 4 plating. Actually. Where did I get this from? Super useful. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Nightbot, what are you doing? Let's see, my most video watched to check. My most video watched to check out the game. It has the tutorial at the start. Yes, sorry about that, Lopside. I really need to get Nightbot to not do that. I have Seribot for that these days. One sec. Yeah, let me Christ. Yeah. One sec. I will click that so that I have it. Okay. I'll have to watch that after stream. Missing. Oh, right. Metal plates. Always need more metal plates. Yeah, I haven't really needed Nightbot for a whole lot since I started using Seribot, because Seribot tends to actually recognize like actual spam versus just somebody posting a link. Now Nightbot just exists to do certain things, like be like, hey, here are my links. Okay. I thought that was like, oh, that's different forms of interior design. Okay. You can accept carbon.
Technology recharge.
And how long will that go? Okay, 2 days. 2 real world days, so yeah. Capture base screenshot. Man, that's ugly currently. Okay. Supply power to base teleport.
Base computer online.
I mean, it was already online. Accessing log from previous user. Additional archives recovered. Entry 4925F follows. Scanner detects unusual broadcast. Repeating 16 from the space station. Warning, end of archive. Records interrupted. Base computer archives have reached their end. Seems there is nothing more I will learn from them. My predecessor appears to have left their base and headed to the space station. Okay, so let's take a look at the kind of space station we got going for us. This is Viking research developing, so I'll have to see. I wonder if I'll be able to get in touch with the anomaly in this play today. Ow. That's entirely your fault, animal creature. Acrid planet. Oh, that's toxic first. I'm trying to find the other planets, but I suspect, yes. You are a charred planet. An Arctic planet with dioxide, sodium, and copper, and frost crystals. Copper, phosphorus, and salt. You have copper, phosphorus, and salt. You have silver, ammonia, and copper. So silver and ammonia, that's not a bad lot to get in my first area. I like the music for coming into a base, but I swear it feels like the sort of like stranded in the middle of fuck ass nowhere as finally reaches civilization sort of music, which is great the first time, but the second and third, it's like at that point it's perfunctory. I know no words from you. Ask about 16. This motherfucker just farted at me.
Units received.
I forgot that they did things through pheromones. the is you are. We are watching you, traveler. Find what we have left you. Crimson light fades away and I see a life form glaring at me. Whatever has happened, they do not appear to have witnessed it. I should leave. Perhaps my base computer would be able to make something of this code. Brings a chance of Starship research, exocraft research. Let's look at exosuit. How expensive? Interloper, me, your, and I will. S javelin. Neutron. I can't afford any of these because I don't have the nanites for it. I can't even remember what was a good way to get nanites other than like just, you know, working hard. Find it funny that they added basically Pokemon in the time since I played this game. How many do I got? Not very many. So this is a research base and it's developing. This means that they're kind of doing okay, but it's not the best. I'll have to look into it more once I've expanded my ship's ability to go beyond this system. Okay. Warp 2. Okay. Begin decryption. Decoding. 16, 16, 16. Message follows. The traveler finds their wings. Fly to us and claim your place among the stars. I do believe that's them saying, hey, by the way, you're about to contact the anomaly. Double rainbow, what does it mean? Well, hello there.
Units received. Technology recharge. Radiation protection falling.
Hmm.
Radiation protection falling. Radiation protection falling.
If memory serves, this is where you get fucking frigate modules, or at least one of the ways.
Units received. Radiation protection falling.
Yeah, there's a reason I went with the guy voice for that. That fucking AI voice is grating as hell. Oh.
Extreme subterranean radiation detected. Radiation protection falling. received. Radiation protection falling.
Okay. Log damaged. Partial records available. The signal has led me to the wreck of a freighter. Colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscape. Were these messages nothing but misfiring circuits of a long-forgotten ruin? Nestled among the debris, I find the pilot's log, blinking, awaiting input. Instead of displaying the logs of the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers. They are followed by a short message. The anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. Schematic for a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. I pull the blueprint from the computer, but this hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed this here after the crash, hoping it would be found. Huh, microprocessors. I'll get right on that. Pretty sure I got everything here. Kind of a disappointing, like, freighter crash, but then again, I imagine because I haven't unlocked or done, like, the content in question to get, like, modules for it, I won't get any.
Technology installed.
Okay, I gotta purchase microprocessors. Making money, bruh. I've been working on that. I need 5. I have just barely enough 4 or 5. When I next play this game, it's gonna be No Man's Sky 2, The Search for More Money.
Technology recharge.
Craft warp fuel. Yeah. God, I hope that's the case with fucking Light No Fire, but at the same time, I have a bit more hope there because this time around, they're not exact like they are basically taking what they've used to make No Man's Sky to make a fantasy game. Like hell, the Corvette system was entirely them putting in a system of customizable ship so they could have the same system in place for Light No Fire. So, you know, it's got some applicability across the streams. But yeah, I genuinely hope that it's for the most part like a reasonably finished game. Like, I respect the amount of grind that they've put into the game after that rather embarrassing release. Still, better to not have a controversial release than to, just better to not have a controversial release. Losing the track of my thoughts there. Hyperdrive, fuel status, empty. My hyperdrive is complete. Perhaps I really will find the, but without warp cores. I need tune antimatter. Okay. Antimatter trace, antimatter trace. I need uranium. Most people say No Man's Sky's devs should have known that Sony was a horrible publisher. What most these people forget that No Man's Sky is the reason that fact was exposed publicly. Yeah. Like, it wasn't always known. There was a time when Sony was considered, like, one of the big kahunas of games. There was a time when there weren't people saying no games, I don't know why. New planetary record, smallest planet.
Technology recharge.
I need oxygen.
Thermal protection falling.
Terminal online. Selecting key. Decrypting. The terminal is clogged with an unnerving pulsating slime. Nevertheless, it appears to function. As I touch the input panel, the alien substance reacts violently. I make a note to avoid getting closer. The device opens, revealing a single unblinking crimson eye. It prints out a blueprint for antimatter, accompanied by a strange message. You will find us when the time is right. 16, 16, 16, 16, 16. Okay, condensed carbon, chromatic metal. But yeah, like, I grew up on, say, like, the PlayStation 1. Not specifically the PlayStation 1. I mean, my family had at least 2 or more consoles in any given time. We were kind of in that weird kind of in-between of, like, middle class, but, like, on the lower end, but, like, also not. We never really wanted for, but we did live in cheaper areas. The neighborhood I grew up in had some sketchy qualities to it, to say the least. Or should I say the town? But I mean, my mother was basically like raising us off of her singular income. Love my dad to bits, but the word deadbeat does apply in terms of child support. He's a weekend dad. I don't like to be overly critical of him, but you know, let's just say he's the parent that I grew to recognize as the most flawed as I grew. Okay, I need... What do I need again? I need a bottle of this. Or, no wait, no, a bottle of this. I need dihydrogen and 1 plate. Blue crystals, okay.
Thermal protection falling.
Oof. So you got the you got the double dick slap from like father figures. I'm sorry to hear that.
Units received.
Okay, I need dihydrogen. Oh. Oh. Oh, that. Okay, I'm doubly sorry to hear that. That sucks. But that is some awful luck. Okay, this is a waste of energy. Like, I don't have the...
Units received.
I need dihydrogen.
Units received. Units received.
That is... Alright. There we are.
Units received.
Yeah, my dad's a complicated man, and mental illness runs in the family, but not in the traumatic sense, but in the sort of, everybody just seems to be on the fucking spectrum with both sides of my family. Like, my dad really can only compel himself to work for subsistence, and not even that. He's been foreclosed on before. I have a planet with tons of platinum around it in space, and I have a space 3 jumps back where I can sell it for 10k per piece, but getting to it takes a lot. There we go. Making takeoff fuel is perhaps one of the more miserable experiences in this game.
Technology recharge. Protection falling.
Also, my dad is kind of responsible for my sister basically becoming intrinsically friendless after the divorce. He has a very standoffish personality when it comes to people critiquing him. And many times he said that I reminded him of Sheldon from fucking The Big Bang Theory. But like, not only do I take that as an insult, I feel like that's misaimed considering he's that type of personality. I thankfully have a uranium gold mine on an easy to get to planet. Yeah, that's a boon. Okay. I need to make antimatter. I need chromatic metal. I don't really have the resources to be on that planet for now, so let's go back to my home planet. Not the best luck. Howard C, the friend of Sheldon's, right? Or is he the Jewish dude? I'm entire like my well, I do tend to reference my mom a lot.
Life support power low.
Okay, I've got dihydrogen. I need chromatic. Need more of that. No. I don't need chlorine. Guess I need to get more copper. The legendary space game that shamed both Starfield and Mass Effect Andromeda. Yeah, pretty much. That's big sodium crystals. That's not what I need. There's copper. What's that over there? If it turns out to be copper and it's just refusing to mark itself, I'm gonna be peeved. But I suspect it's salt. Okay, that's salt. Yeah, definitely going to have to like make a beeline for the technology tree on the anomaly that is specifically the mining stuff. Was that stuff called feculite back there? No, seems not. That's your fault. Fucking, don't you just love that? It's like that post on Twitter about Red Dead Redemption 2 where like they're doing hunting and then they go to base and talk with somebody and a person looks at them like the person from Monster House. Every planet I've found with copper has been under the you mine it, you die group. Yeah, I've been to those. I still set up like, you know, a base on those planets. They don't bother your bases.
Technology recharge.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot. I need oxygen fucking bad.
Suit power cells depleted.
Get out of my way! Get out of my way!
Technology
Oh.
recharge.
It's what we call semi-fracking. Why is T and E so common in words? Honestly, I couldn't tell you about the T, but E is just the most common vowel. It tends to go at the end of a set of words as well. A lot. Just to be silent.
Technology recharge.
What's that? Oh, that turns into glass. I enjoy this game, but it does that sci-fi thing where everything needs to be big numbers. So it's like, yeah, I've got like 70 chromatic metal there, but I need 70 billion. I'm exaggerating, of course, but still, everything always needs to be big numbers in sci-fi settings. That was a thing that I criticized Starfield for, because they really wanted everything to have like the big credits value to it, like all the weapons and whatnot. But then they gave all the NPC vendors the monetary capacity of fucking a peasant in Skyrim. You know what sucks? I found a planet trading post that would pay me 2K for glass, but so far out the way that just getting there is impractical. Yeah, that's fair. I imagine you like to freight things about via like your ship for the fantasy of it, because otherwise you could just transfer through teleporters, couldn't you? I need more oxygen. Yeah, like, okay. In Starfield, I did what I usually do in any Bethesda game. Try to carry as much shit in my inventory as possible so I can sell it at a vendor. And that's usually the best way to make a lot of money. But the thing is, one gun would bankrupt a fucking, vendor. And I was constantly weighed down by like 30. Let's see. Oh, I do when I'm hopping through certain star systems, but I stupidly didn't go to the space station in the platinum gold mine before I left. Oof. Okay, okay. One more go of oxygen. It's never a solo server in this game. Well, I imagine maybe, I don't know. I don't think you can set up solo. It's entirely like a shared experience. It's just that the galaxy is so fucking massive that even Hello Games have said players have really only discovered like 0.5% or 5% of their solar system or their galaxy. Okay, there we go.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
I've met tons of actual players around my neck of the woods. Yeah, you can occasionally find players out in the wilds, but you also find them most in the anomaly. Oh, wait, right. I wanted to warp to another galaxy. Not come here. Huh. I mean, sure, if you can manage it. It's a really massive game. Tracking down one player is kind of a tall order, let's just say. Okay. Sure, let's warp there. There are ways of getting to another person's area, but I've never gotten it to work. It's done kind of like the SG-1 system of you know, dialing in chevrons at a gate somewheres. Starship monitoring error, guidance malfunction, searching for other routes, searching, obtained. Destination 16 KLS. Accept new guidance. Sure. New Kayet.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
What's your favorite candy? Mine are lemon heads. I really like Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch Kids are the bomb. I also happen to like Skittles and Sour Cherry Blasters. Narogo, nudie, nudie, nudie. The stone resonates, producing a sound that fills my mind. A vision begins to take shape. A robotic life form turns towards me. Light steams from their metal shell, forming a glowing fog that surrounds us both. They gesture towards me. Hey, that's fair. I like the balance of sour and sweet, though I do happen to like really sour things. I used to love sour, fucking warheads when I was a kid. I am absolutely the person who will basically sit there just throwing them back until a sore opens up in the top of my tongue. The structure is unlike anything I've encountered in my journey so far. Everything about it is so obviously alien, so obviously out of place. As I stare at it, words form themselves in my mind. A strange fragment of broken speech. Is it traveler? Is it friend? It is friend. It feels strange responding to questions I am unsure that I am being asked. Someone has clearly taken notice of my reply. I am overwhelmed by a sense that something has awoken, that someone is watching me. Forms another question. Is it first? Is it last? It is last? I do not know how I am being spoken to. The monolith is ancient, and I cannot escape the feeling. It has asked these questions many times over. It asks again. Have they seen the Crimson Eye? Both. The likelihood of anomaly exceeds safety parameters. Breach detected. Alert, alert. The boundaries fall. The walls collapse. Your universe awaits. Find us, traveler. Atomic fireballs. Those sound spicy. I've never really been a big fan of like the sort of cinnamon spicy ones. It's either going to be sour or sweet when it comes to me and candy.
Technology recharge. Units received.
Oh, that's a creature. Whoopsie doodles. Sorry, creature.
Ground protection falling. Units.
Woman eats Carolina Reapers like they're popcorn. I got a buddy who likes his shit spicy. As you do, he's from part of the American South. He's from Kentucky. Explore nearby planets or nearby systems. Use the galaxy map to search for clues. Let's just go to a random one. If I don't find it there, so be it. Oh, that is not the anomaly. That's the Atlas interface. You are not alone. Please identify yourself. You left me. Why did you? Tell them you're sorry. Don't lie to me. You, even the others. It fills my mind. I am consumed. I am leaving. I completely random found that. Like, I literally did not expect that to appear there. And I think that was purely by happenstance. Gold and sodium. I see no pods. Ah, there's a pod. A little amount, yeah. Just land, damn it. Well, this is interesting. I'm gonna have to make more takeoff fuel, unfortunately. Convenient. Okay, I've got enough for that. But I don't have enough ferrite dust.
Technology recharge. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
God, I love the weird shit in this game.
Technology recharge.
Why, I do hope I get to claim that ship. It's kind of got a nice profile. And that's an A ranked. Yeah, I'm claiming that. It's got problems.
Technology repaired.
There's no signs of life. There's only static on a broken communicator. Whatever the message once was here has been scrambled beyond recovery. All I extract is the pilot's name. Artemis. Whoever they were, they are long gone. The only other uncorrupted data is a set of plans, an upgrade for my mining beam. Nice, nice.
Shield down. Technology installed.
Okay. Fuck off.
Component repaired. Component repaired. Component repaired. Component repaired. Technology repaired.
Okay, what am I trying to be? Is this game is being such a brat right now. It wants me to repair that, but I don't have all of that. Gonna have to buy that. And that and that.
Shield down.
Okay, I'm taking off. I'm going to the station and system. Artemis Entity, we received your signal. Is it first? Is it last? Time for the truth. You have their signal, but you are not Artemis Entity. Your signal is familiar to Nada. We have been in contact before, I think. This would be a good time to come aboard, yes? A proper introduction to our home. There you are. That was the stopping milestone I wanted to get for today. Because I am 10 minutes past time. Absolutely famished. And also I need to call back my mother for a thing, so I will be raiding on to somebody. Let's find somebody to raid on. Let's raid on to Gray Vertigo. Alrighty then. Thank you to all who tuned in and watched me play this game. I appreciate that. Anybody who's new, I appreciate a follow. I don't demand a sub. You know, a follow helps me grow all the same. And yeah, I'm not sure what the status of tomorrow is. That's up to Bo, I suppose. Maybe no stream, maybe a stream, who knows? Either way, I hope you enjoy Gray Vertigo. I've been Paladin Ashe, and I'm signing off for now. Ciao. Thanks, Lopside. Will do.